Celestial Beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Celeste Simone, and I offer tarot readings just like this pick a card reading, as well as other spiritual guidance videos and heart-centered healing. So for this video, we're going to find out when you will find your true love. This tarot reading, we're going to go into depth as to kind of the energy surrounding you when you do meet them. So you can kind of tell when they are coming into your life based on the circumstances surrounding you and the energy surrounding you. We're also going to dive into a specific time frame to see if this is happening very soon, or could it be maybe months from now, a year from now. We'll find out based on what the cards say, and I do have 3 piles here for you. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. If you are interested in having a personal reading done by me, I do offer personal readings, and you can find out in the description box below how to contact me and get in touch with me if you are interested in a personalized reading that is just for you. But for now, we're going to focus on this pick a card reading. If you have not done so already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you are always notified when I post a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. All right, you guys, let us dive into this reading. And then what I will do afterwards is go into my extended readings, which you can get to in the description box below. So for this reading here, we're going to find out when you will meet your true love. In the extended reading, we're going to go into depth about that relationship and what you can expect for it. So now that you guys know everything, let's just dive into these piles. We have pile number 1, which has a Pyrite stone on it. Pile number 2 has a peach moonstone on it. And lastly, Malachite is on the pile number 3. Okay, so now that you know the 3 different piles to choose from, I'll show you a close-up as usual, and you guys can take a look and see which pile you are most drawn to for these messages for you. Once you have found the pile that speaks to you the most and you are drawn to hearing that reading, you can head on down into the description box below and find the timestamps that I have posted there and head on over to your personal reading. All right, so with that said, I will see you at your reading. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile right here with the Pyrite stone on it. So let's just dive into these tarot cards and find out who your true love is and when you can expect to meet them. All right, first let's start with the tarot cards. We have a 2 of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the World. And lastly, we have the Hanged Man. Okay, you guys, so what I'm seeing from the tarot cards right away is that you're most likely going to meet this person at the end of a pretty monumental part of your life. Now, this could also be the ending of a year as well with the World, but I'm seeing that it may be a year that kind of hangs in a weird imbalance. So for the energy that I'm seeing right before you are meeting this person, this true love partner for you guys, I'm seeing the 2 of Swords, and it's almost as if you're at a place where you're not really sure what direction to go into. It's almost like an indecisiveness about you during this time. And I see with the High Priestess though that you're in a place where you've really matured and where you've really grown spiritually. So when you meet your true love, you are really going to find kind of like a divine feminine empowerment within you. You're going to reach a place of not only are other people going to be respectful to you during this time, but you are also just going to feel very independent and very whole on your own by yourself. But with the 2 of Swords, you know, there's something here. There's like an imbalancement or some kind of indecisiveness where you can't really seem to make a decision, and you're kind of caught up in your head about it. And this decision that you are making is almost holding you back from the World and the Hanged Man card, which is from ultimately reaching your goals and seeing from a different perspective, which is going to kind of help you to reach your ultimate goals. So the cards are ultimately saying that you need to, in this circumstance, take a higher perspective, take a step back, see things from a different side. And the way you're seeing them in this current situation, in this current energy surrounding this person, surrounding these circumstances, is not clear. You don't have all the information. So it's really important to empower yourself, which you have the energy of the High Priestess backing you to do this at this time. And then see from a higher perspective what the right decision is to make and how to move forward. But I think it's almost like saying, like, trust in your intuition, because with the High Priestess, it's saying that you have the right answer, you have the right information, you have the right guidance coming to you. But it's just a matter of taking that first step and making the first move. So for some of you, you may have somebody in mind, even. You may have a person who you're interested in mind, but you're maybe afraid to take kind of the first step and make the first move. So this really, your true love will almost come into your life as somebody who you are interested in strongly, and who ultimately means the world to you, and who will bring you a very deep wholeness in new ways. But either they feel like they are just out of reach, or you maybe don't really know how they feel about you. And that is kind of the circumstances I'm seeing surrounding this. Now, I feel as though, see, because this is a general reading, saying exactly when is difficult, because it really all depends on you, and it really depends on when you are able to kind of make the first move. So if you, first off, if you really have not met somebody who you feel this strongly towards, who you feel this inner guidance to ask out, or to really kind of make the first move, or to kind of admit to your feelings to, this could also affect the length of time in which you are going to meet them. However, I am seeing that this is coming at the end of something. This is coming after maybe a long time getting to know them, a long time for you to kind of reflect on the relationship, and also for you to reflect on yourself and find inner growth. So I do see this as somebody who is maybe older in life, not necessarily, you know, towards the end of your life, not necessarily, you know, very late in life or even middle age necessarily, but just where you reach a level of inner growth, where you've kind of been through a lot almost. So if you are very young, you may have already been through a lot and feel maybe even like an old soul. But I am seeing that this is probably going to come probably in your late 20s, mid 30s, possibly, for some of you. Now for others, this could also mean that you maybe are meeting them later in the year, or at the end of a big kind of learning situation in your life. So really towards the end of a big change, a big upheaval in your life, where you kind of, you mature, you come into wholeness with yourself, with your own personal confidence. Really, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group one. I'm seeing too that with the Two of Swords, possibly in your past, you may have kind of either had a difficult relationship, or you almost have formed some kind of blockage or wall surrounding your heart that is preventing other people from coming in. And that could even be on an energetic level. So just be aware that you may have a blockage up on your heart that is either leading to untrustworthiness, or feeling as though you're unworthy of the kind of true love that we're talking about today. And that when you do meet this person, it's going to come after some healing and some overcoming of those blockages and removal of those blockages. All right, so it all really can depend on you, and when you are able to really go through that time of your life. When are you going to release those blockages? Or maybe even this could even mean going through 2 relationships prior to meeting this person. For some of you, you may actually have to experience 2 relationships up until this specific true love situation. With the Hanged Man too, I'm getting the sense that you may actually meet this person, your true love, after undergoing some big changes in yourself. You may find that you have almost like some kind of an awakening to your true self, your authentic self. I really find that this all kind of surrounds you basically finding a new perspective on life, or having a new kind of concept of who you are and what you want to do in life, or what you represent, what your energy is like. So really see a complete like 180 shift in your energy that is really going to be for the good. It's going to have a positive effect on your life. But this is what is going to kind of welcome in your true love relationship. So if you feel like this is something that has not yet happened to you, then once you do start to move into a phase where you kind of, start experiencing this in your life, you can expect that shortly after you will welcome in your true love into your life, and it will be a very rewarding relationship. So let's take a look. We do have one last tarot card here. We have the King of Wands, and it is in reverse. The King of Wands is, again, I'm hearing after some growth, and with the King, I am also seeing that this is you in a older part of your life. So if you're a teenager or even your early 20s, mid 20s, this may be too early for you to meet this particular person. This King of Wands is coming to you after a lot of growth. Now, I understand you can be a very young person with an old soul. So if you do feel that way, then you may have already gone through this. You may feel as though you have already awoken to a lot of the things that I'm talking about. So it can depend on, who you are and where you are at in your life right now. So I don't want to say that just because you are, for example, a teenager, that you may not have already gone through a lot and actually reached this kind of level of maturity at a young age, if you have awoken to some, some major things in your life about yourself. So, but with the King of Wands, for many of you, this is going to be after, no matter what time, after a very significant growth phase. And this individual is going to want to grow with you. They are going to want to meet you and grow together into kind of like for the rest of your life together. And they're not going to be somebody, for example, who's like stagnant and isn't able to kind of learn from you, learn more about themselves, and want to make changes in their life to continue to learn and grow and expand together with you. But they are going to be a very mature person themselves, and also kind of meet you as an old soul themselves. So you will know this person by the fact that they are an old soul, the fact that for some of them they may actually be a fire sign, but also have just kind of a fiery energy about them. So they may be kind of adventurous or spontaneous or very creative and very imaginative in their personality. So that's really what I'm seeing for kind of who this is and what stage of your life you're going to meet them in. All right, you guys, let us take a look at the oracle cards next. We have energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. So there may be a significant shift in your energy, as I mentioned, like a 180 almost shift in you, where you almost feel like a different person for many of you. But also the energy I'm seeing is like they're going to meet your energy. As I mentioned before, like it's just going to feel like they are on your level and you guys are both moving towards the same life purpose, even though you're not really sure, you may not even be really sure what that is, but you just feel like you're on the same path together. And you're both willing to walk it together. So you're going to feel just like an energy match to this person. We next have discernment. See the truth of the situation, use common sense, and do not be fooled. Pay attention, your intuition knows. Now, for some of you, I'm sensing with this card right off the bat that there may be different relationships prior to this person. As I mentioned before, there may actually be 2 relationships before you meet this person, or you may be actually, for some of you, this could also mean that you are deciding between 2 people when you meet this true love person. So it may actually be that you are kind of making the decision between 2 love relationships, and it's very important to listen to your intuition and to be honest with yourself about the truth of the situation and use discernment in order to decide who is your true love versus who is maybe going to be a toxic person or just not the right person for you for your relationship moving forward. So next we have dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Okay, group one. So when I see the card Dignity, I am immediately drawn to the High Priestess card once again, because you're going to be in a place of intense pride in yourself and what you have accomplished. And there's also things in here that mention choices and achievements, and I really do feel like you reach a place where you feel confident in the choices you make, and that these choices are going to bring you a lot of great results, including the choice of being with your true love and actually being able to listen to your intuition at that point and make the right decision as to kind of who you trust and open your heart to again. Because as I mentioned before, again, there are some of you that maybe have kind of a barrier up that is kind of like a protection shield against really getting hurt again, especially if you have been in a hurtful relationship in the past, whether that is a romantic relationship or just relationship with family or other people. You know, once that kind of shield is up, it may be difficult to break that down. But rest assured that before you meet this person, you will have healed that in a very significant way, and you're going to feel this dignity, this pride. It's really important for you to feel very self-empowered right before you are going to enter into this very important relationship, this kind of divinely guided relationship that is going to bring you the world and all the benefits that this world energy card brings, which is really whole and also almost like a happy ending type of energy as well, which is why it seems as though the relationship is going to come to you after just really a feeling of completing a big change in your life or completing a big learning lesson in your life, where you just come out stronger than ever on the other side. Okay, and let us continue with some more oracle cards to really, let's dive in a little deeper and see what else we have. You'll know in the morning. When you wake up, you'll have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. So for many of you, maybe there is already a situation where you are making a decision. You have two decisions, either to stay or go, or maybe even deciding between two people. And if you are in this situation currently, it is really important, again, you're being directed back towards your intuition. What do you feel is the right decision for you? If you didn't have to worry about what other people were going to think or expectations for your life, what would be the best decision for you, rather than maybe what you feel like you have to do or you should do? And then go from there, you know, then kind of unveil further why, and maybe why you feel like you have to make the other decision. Is it you making the decision, or is it the pressure of other people, the potential judgment that other people will put on you because of the decision that you are making? So really dive into that, and that is kind of where you will begin to uncover what your real intuition is telling you about the decision. So sometimes with the you'll know in the morning card, I really get the sense that that is really telling you to take a step back and rest, rather than you may actually be in your head a lot about making this decision. So taking a moment and just being like, I'm just going to go to sleep and not think about it, or even just mentally resting on whether or not what decision you're going to make, and actually allowing the decision to arise up within you, rather than trying to like think out every single scenario, because that actually might be pushing away your intuition because you're so focused on the mind and mental activity. All right, let's see what the next card is. We have definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. All right, so this can mean a lot of different things for different people depending on kind of what your question was entering into this reading. But I do feel as though you will know this person. You will know the energy of this person. You know, you'll be like, is this my true love? And that question is going to be answered with a definitely yes when it comes to you. All right, lastly, let's look at this final oracle card, and it says, try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. I really feel like this is kind of the theme for your reading. Group one is that your true love is going to come to you when you try something new. I kind of talked about that 180 of energy happening. It's almost like you gain that confidence to kind of try something new. Maybe you move in a different direction than you were expecting to. I see with the Hangman too. This is all about flipping perspective and kind of switching things around. And because it's in reverse, I do feel like, you know, this maybe hasn't happened yet for a lot of you guys, but you're coming into this awareness, this new understanding of things where you're ready to try something new, where you want to go for something, but you're kind of just waiting for that last bit of pride, that last bit of dignity and confidence to really like boost you up and get you to try something new. So for you guys, I really feel like this true love is coming during a time of a switch up, during a time of changing things, but ultimately at the end of trying something new. So really after you have grown from that, grown from all the lessons, all the things you learned about yourself by trying something completely new, by seeing things from a new light, and then you will meet this person. Okay, you guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this reading. This was really fun and interesting, and I hope that there were messages in here that did resonate with you, despite it being a general reading. But I do hope that messages were received well. So if it was, please give this video a big thumbs up. I do appreciate that a lot. It helps my channel out. And also it just lets me know that you are enjoying my content. Also, head on down to the comment box. Let me know if this did resonate with you and if you enjoyed hearing these messages. I would love to read your comments. I read all your comments every single time, and I do reply to all of them as well. So I would love to connect with you guys in that way. And lastly, if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. And if you would like to be notified, you can hit that notification bell. And that way you know every time I post every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Alright, you guys, if you would like to head on over to the extended readings, it is in the description box below. If not, I hope to see you guys back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have your pile right here with the peach moonstone on it. So let's just dive into these tarot cards and find out what they have to say. When will you meet your true love? And also kind of what will they be like? What will the energy surrounding you be like? All right, let's find out. We'll start with the tarot cards first. We have 3 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. We have the Sun card. And lastly, we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so I'm seeing that for many of you, you're going to meet your true love when you perhaps start a new job. I'm seeing with the 6 of Pentacles that there may be a new opportunity, and with the 3 of Pentacles, you maybe make a decision to kind of go in a different direction, or you maybe end an old position that is no longer serving you or that you don't feel appreciated at anymore. So I'm seeing that you kind of go towards something that you are pursuing your passions more, and this could really be maybe something that you are creatively very good at, and you feel like you can go further with it and become really either a master at it or just a more experienced person. So I feel like you end up at a job where you feel much more appreciated. You feel like you are being also compensated better, I'm seeing, where you may even move from a job where you aren't making as much to one that you're making more. And you feel really great about it. You feel like this is your opportunity. This is your day in the sun. We have the Sun card here. So really you're finding success at this new job. You're feeling like you really fit in at this new job. Now I feel like the change though does come with some difficulties with the 6 of Swords. I'm feeling that you may experience some growth, some growing pains maybe at this new job or new career, or possibly that even though the job is really working out well, there might be something missing. Now this could be you feeling a little alone at this new job where you feel like you need to, you want to fit in more and you're not fitting in with the other people, or just like not even that you're not fitting in, but it's just because you're like in a new place with new people and you want to make a really good impression. And everybody kind of knows each other already. The normal things that happen when you are kind of the new person at a job or a school or whatever it is. Just those kind of like times where you have to kind of work your way in and meet some people who you resonate with and who kind of become your friends. But I'm feeling like, it takes a little bit of time. The 6 of Swords is in reverse. So I almost feel like this is kind of like a blip on your timeline of of life. What I'm sensing is the Tower cards really want you to know that if you are moving into a new job and you're maybe at a place right now where, or you know, going to be at a place where you feel like a little bit alone at this new job because you don't really know anybody, don't worry, everything is going to work out because we have the Sun card. This is really the right move for you to make. So you did choose the right job, you did move to a good place. And also, it's going to be where you meet your true love. Now, this could be that you are going to meet your true love at your job, or it could just mean that after a move, a job move or career move, you to a higher position, or even to like making more money, more respected and more appreciated at this new job. Once you make that move, you will meet this person in conjunction with this big life event that is happening. All right, you guys, let's take a look at the Oracle cards, see what further insights they have about who this person will be like. We have happiness. Wow, right off the bat, just pure happiness. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. So for you, you're just going to be in a place of pure happiness when you meet your true love. I think you're already just going to feel like everything is pretty much working out for you, especially when it comes to this new job, this new opportunity, kind of moving into a new situation where you just feel like abundance is coming into you. You feel like you're in a really good place financially and career-wise. With the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're just following your passion. Things are really looking bright. And really, maybe the only thing missing is kind of your perfect companion. So that is where they are coming in, but they're going to find you in a state of happiness. You're really going to be happy with how things have turned out for you in your life and where you are at when you meet this person. Okay, next we have nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe the fresh air, to remember who you are and where you want to be. You guys, I really feel like you might actually meet this person while on a hike, while in nature. So like I said, you may not necessarily meet this person while you're at work. However, you will be meeting this person after making a move from one job to another, or maybe even from graduation to your first job where you are doing your path. But it will have to be a good job, because this is going to be a job where you really, I feel like you are maybe going to be like a manager or in a upper level position. So it's not really, you know, if you're in an entry level job, it's probably not going to be that job where you meet this person. I see with the Queen of Wands, this is really going to be where you are kind of in your zone, like you are making some good money and you are maybe managing some other people. Maybe you're like a project lead, or either way, you are just kind of like in a higher paying job than you're used to. And you are also really well respected and getting recognition for the good work that you do. So that's really like the job position that you're going to be in when you meet this person. I feel like you, for many of you, you know, you might be on a hike when you meet them. You may be out jogging or doing something else that you love in nature, by the water, by a lake. This person is also going to be a nature lover. So when you meet them, you guys are going to be already having something very important in common, which is maybe a common love of a certain area outside, or a certain activity like hiking or biking or running or whatever it may be. You guys are going to meet kind of under those circumstances. All right, next we have humor. Laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. You guys, happiness is just really strong. I just feel like really bright energy, just sunshiny energy, which it's making me think of the summer or a very warm climate. So you may even be on a vacation in nature when you meet them. Maybe you use all that new earnings that you've received from your new fancy job to go take a trip to a very sunny place, and you're able to meet them in nature. But I'm seeing that you guys are going to immediately hit it off. You're going to laugh together. You're going to share the same humor, and you guys are just going to be kind of reflecting back to each other this kind of like happy vibe that each of you have. So this is going to be a really great time in your life. You know, they're not going to come during a time of turmoil or difficulty. You know, once that the clouds clear, and you finally kind of find your perfect kind of life situation for you, that's really when you're going to meet them. And again, it could be on like a fun vacation and you meet this person and you just click really well. So let's keep going with these oracle cards. I have decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. I think you make a clear decision really about what you want to do for a living. I feel like you make the decision to leave a job because you realize like you're just not being appreciated there. You realize that you have so much more to offer, but maybe the current position, and maybe, you know, maybe the job's fine, like maybe the people are fine, but you just realize that you're not getting the opportunities that you could be getting. So you end up kind of making the decision to look for another job, or even deciding to make a trip, you know, whatever it is that you are doing to find ways to do what you really want and be very clear on what you really want. And when you get to that point of trusting your intuition and making clear decisions about, you know, how you're going to move forward and what next steps you're going to make, this true love person is going to come into your life. You're going to know very strongly like what you want, not just out of, you know, a career, but also out of a relationship. So you're going to be in a strong kind of firm place in your decisions and your choices and what you want. All right, next we have listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. So you may just, you may be feeling that you are just not in a very good position. Maybe you don't really like your coworkers. Maybe you feel like they are a bad influence on you and you're ready to trust in your intuition and move forward and move away from kind of a toxic situation. It could be maybe, or even just again, like your feelings about the culture just not being right for you. And I do feel, you know, I feel like maybe at this other job, I do feel like you are underappreciated. Like you maybe just kind of blend in and haven't really been given the opportunities that you truly deserve to reach your full potential as the Queen of Wands. And that energy here, which is very fiery, creative, motivated energy. And lastly, for oracle cards, we have family, culture. Culture, you guys, I knew, you know, I felt like the culture of others telling you what to do and something that you know is wrong with this other listen to your true feelings card. But family culture says learn more about your family stories and history. This could represent kind of getting in touch with your family and moving to a place of better understanding. Maybe you have to work something out with your family at the time, but I do feel like it's really the culture is standing out to me. So for this card, I'm definitely sensing for many of you, this really has to do with the culture of your office and making the decision to really listen to your true feelings and do what you feel is right. If you are in a situation right now where you feel like you're being led down a bad path, either with your family or with friends, then maybe it is time to go to somewhere that you are more appreciated and where more opportunities lie and where you feel like you can be yourself and pursue your passions. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I do have an extended reading in the description box down below is where it is linked, and what I'll be going into for that extended reading for you group 2 is all about your true love. What are they like? What is the relationship like? And also just like the energy surrounding you, meeting them, and how you're going to get together with them and really the circumstances, and we'll go into depth to clear up any kind of confusion about what is leading up to you guys meeting. So that's going to be in the extended reading if you're interested. If you have not done so already, please comment down below. Let me know if you did enjoy this reading. Give this reading a big thumbs up. That does help my channel, but it also lets me know that you are enjoying my content, which I really appreciate. And I do read all the comments and I reply to all of the comments as well. So I would love to hear from you guys directly. Lastly, if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. I post videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, so if you would like to be notified of that, you can hit the notification bell and receive those notifications. Okay, so I'm gonna head on over to the extended reading next. If you would like to meet me there, I will see you over at the extended reading, but if not, I hope to see you guys back again soon. But bye for now. Hello, my beautiful celestial beings who chose Pile number 3, I have your pile right here with a malachite stone on it. So let's just dive into your tarot cards and find out, when will you meet them and what is the energy surrounding you when you are meeting them. So let's dive into this reading and discover what you can expect when you meet your true love. So first we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Chariot last for tarot cards. I'm feeling as though for you, group number 3, that the energy surrounding you when you are going to meet your true flame is going to be almost like a stagnant energy. You may feel like you have a lot of ideas and a lot of ways that you want to improve your life or things that you want to grow in your life, but you almost feel as though you almost feel like trapped in your current situation. You're not really sure what step to take. You may actually be a little like fearful of change, even where you maybe have gotten comfortable in something that is safe, but not necessarily something that you are really truly passionate about. And I'm seeing that in this kind of circumstance, in this kind of situation, and I feel as though you have been there for a while, or maybe in several years that you're kind of in this situation. You're going to meet somebody who has a much younger and more lighthearted approach to life. They are more adventurous and they are your true love. So you're going to meet your true love, who is going to almost bring you more movement into your life. And I'm seeing with the Page of Wands and the Chariot, I'm seeing that you have not met this person yet. So if you're wondering if you have already met them, most likely not. Although again, this is a general reading, so it is difficult to say if you have already met them, or you know what part of your process you are on, what part of this path you are on. But you will know intuitively if you are in this kind of energy right now. And if so, then you are really on the path to be meeting them very soon. So I'm seeing with the Page of Wands, they're going to bring a new inspiration, a new creativity to your life that may feel a little more grounded right now. But I am seeing like there's a want for you. There's a desire for you to have more excitement in your life. So you may meet them really at a place of boredom almost with kind of your current circumstance. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, you are really just kind of like in a place of status quo where you're working, you're experiencing abundance, you know, nothing is really wrong in your life, but you've almost just kind of reached a place of boredom, and you really have no excitement in your life anymore, and you want some change, but you're kind of not sure of which move to make. And also you may have a little like apprehension about changing things too much because you're really in a secure place. I see you as very nurturing. We have with the Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, very loving and caring, and also very grounded. So your energy is maybe slow to make really like spontaneous changes, but that's really good because it looks as though your true love is kind of in some ways opposite to that. They want to bring excitement and they want to try new things. And also with the Chariot card to kind of round this out, I see like movement of some kind. So this could mean that right before you meet this person, you actually physically end up moving, or you are guided to do something, to take some kind of action. But for many of you, I'm seeing for the most part, this actually is you taking action after meeting this person. So there's intuitive action taken because of this person bringing new adventures and new excitement into your life. So because I'm seeing so many sevens, I feel as though this could be the 7th month in the year. This could be a 7-7 type of situation. Maybe you are seeing the number 7 often, or this could be somebody who has like a life path number 7 or shares life path number 7 with you, or maybe you were both born in July. Like I feel like you're going to meet them under the circumstances of this number, and that this number is probably going to be significant in your life. It's also a very lucky number, so this may be your lucky number, or it may be that this person is going to be very lucky for you and going to bring some new, almost, they just like have this positivity about them. They have this creative outlook on life. They may actually be very talented as a musician or artist. and they're going to bring that, creativity and love and passion back into your life. But I definitely feel like you will be on the verge of some major changes in your life. Between these two sevens, this also represents a reassessment of where you are now. This could be a reassessment of your job, and also just kind of thinking about travel or change. But being very smart about it and very mature about it. So you could take a trip and then meet this person during your travel, or even moving, as I mentioned before, from one location to another. And you could, almost bump into this person spontaneously, and suddenly, you are hitting it off with this person who you didn't expect to meet. But yeah, I feel like leading up to this point, you're going to be taking a reassessment of your life, feeling as though you do want some change and you're just not sure, but you want to reevaluate kind of your job, and also even just like kind of reevaluate yourself. What do you need to do to maybe make some changes in yourself or in your life? And it's also reaching a new level of maturity where you feel very grounded. So maybe you're not in a point in your life where you do feel very grounded, like this Queen of Pentacles energy is representing. But when you reach that point, this is when you're going to meet your true love. And this is almost like you may even just be at the beginning process of this phase of meeting this person. So depending on where you are at in the process of reevaluating yourself and your life in a very big way, this wouldn't just be kind of a simple change or anything like that. You would be in a place in your life where you are wanting to kind of either go in a different direction, or reevaluate just like your decisions up until this point and what you really want out of life, and then really seriously reflecting on making some big changes. So that's kind of the energy moving up to it. And then you're going to reach a place of the Queen of Pentacles where you are finding, confidence in your decision, confidence in your choices. And that's when the Page of Wands I'm seeing is coming in with, it's very like, they have a very youthful approach on life. And this, I feel like this could be either like a year away, or like the end of the year, or even like 2 years, like a couple of years from now, like maybe 7 months even, like with this 7 coming through. Like I feel like this is very much down the road after some significant growth in your life. Okay, you guys, let's head into the oracle cards. Next we have gentleness. Strength is gentle, true kindness has wings, love in action endures. Together you are going to be taking some kind of action. I'm seeing that with the Chariot. So this is an intuitive action, like a travel, vacation, or move of some kind. Either way, it's a step forward. So you may actually be making decisions towards taking new steps in your life in a new direction when this person comes into your life. I'm seeing with the Chariot that like it's almost like you guys both take an action. Love in action. I feel like there's some kind of big move that you make to come together. Now also with gentleness, I'm seeing that this is kind of the energy that you are at. You're very gentle with your decision, because I'm seeing that you almost need to take some time alone to reevaluate. So for some of you may actually even be coming out of another relationship, and you're really taking time to be gentle with yourself and reevaluate what you want and who you are. So this could be, a difficult decision to make. So you're almost being very gentle with the decision-making process and really taking your time with it. So you may not have even come into a conclusion as to what you want to do before meeting this person. It really is going to happen after meeting this person. I feel like their energy is going to kind of jumpstart and spark your decision making for moving forward. All right, next we have expectation. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Yeah, I feel like they may actually be talented in music, this person, and maybe, they kind of sing to you or something like that. I feel like they are musically talented or inclined. But with expectation, I kind of sensed before and mentioned briefly that they kind of come out of nowhere. It's almost very unexpected. And that's why this expectation card is coming through, to really allow yourself to open up to the possibilities of meeting this person, because your openness to the unexpected is going to welcome them in easier. And I think like because these are both in reverse, I feel like that has not yet happened for you, where you are not, you maybe don't like surprises so much. For many of you, I feel like because with this kind of very grounded energy of the Queen of Pentacles, you know, surprises may not be your thing. You like maybe to make decisions slower and take time to really kind of think everything through and you know, make a wise decision, which is great. These are great characteristics to have. I think the thing with your future true love is that they can only appear once you really open up to the unexpected, and that's kind of what they're going to bring to your life, is almost like a new way of looking at things, where they kind of spark excitement in your life and kind of expect the unexpected, is what I'm hearing. Is like they're just going to come to you at a time that you were not expecting them to show up. So just be open to it, and yeah, maybe they're a musician. Next we have journey. Focus on how far you have come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. So unexpected is italicized here. So I really feel like the unexpected is kind of how this is going to happen. This person maybe is just going to come out of nowhere, and you're you know, it's not going to happen in a traditional way where you meet this person, but it's going to really ignite your soul, your love. Like this person is going to be really exciting and adventurous, and like bring that into your life. You know, they're not going to be a crazy risk taker or anything like that, but their energy is more fiery. I'm seeing with the Page of Wands. So, you know, they're going to be creative and imaginative and kind of offer that into your life. You may be more practical at this point in your life. Maybe you may even, some of you, as I mentioned, some of you have maybe come out of a difficult relationship. You may be very grounded and sensible. So you may think like, well, you know, true love isn't going to come to me anymore, so I better just pick the person who makes the most sense logically for me, in the sense that, you know, you just want to find somebody who's practical for your needs. But then this person's going to come in and like kind of meet your needs in a way that you did not expect. So next we have happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. I think you might be in a place where, you know, happy thoughts might be difficult. I think you're really reevaluating your life, but it's almost at a very practical approach, as opposed to kind of going beyond and kind of dreaming bigger. And this person might bring that back into your life, you know, happy or positive thoughts coming into your mind. Oh, I also see like happy thoughts coming into your mind right before you meet them, almost. Like I feel like there's almost like a wave of energy that kind of leads you towards them too. That's really interesting. It's almost like you get swept up in almost like a really happy time, and then you meet them. So this could be a trip or travel that I'm seeing. I feel like maybe you visit somebody. It's almost like you visit somebody, and then unexpectedly you end up meeting this person who is like, maybe you're visiting an old friend and they happen to like, you know, set you up with this person, or like a family member, you visit them, you haven't seen them in a while, and then that person happens to be there, and you guys connect, and you guys just like instantly click. So okay, I'm seeing with happy thoughts, yeah, pay attention to your thoughts too. I see with the Seven of Swords, you know, there's a chance that you may be very overly critical at this time in your life, where you're trying to kind of deal with things on your own even, and not really letting other people in. So it's important to kind of try to focus on happier things, as opposed to, again, kind of pulling your energy down, your vibration, lowering your vibration by kind of being caught up in these negative thoughts and not really sharing that with other people. Next we have thankful. Think about the people and things you feel grateful for. Again, these are happy thoughts. You know, this is really the guidance of these oracle cards, is letting you know that it's really important during this time in your life. And even now, I mean, if you want to manifest this person into your life, it's really important to not only be open, but also be very aware of your thoughts and what you are thinking of. So if you're, you know, constantly thinking of what you don't have, or you find it difficult to focus on happy thoughts, you are going to want to start finding a practice of noticing when you are feeling ungrateful or when you are thinking negative thoughts. Do you need to release that? If so, do it in a very conscious way. If you're thinking negative thoughts, be very conscious about those thoughts and say, hey, this is why, and this is, what I want to release. Now, then you can refocus yourself when you're ready back to being grateful and being happy about those things. So even if you do go through times where you're feeling pain and feeling, even if you're just feeling like angry and ungrateful about your situation, that's okay. That's just what you're feeling in the moment. And I don't want these cards to make you think that you have to like deny that part of yourself and just replace all those thoughts with happy thoughts, because that's just kind of denying the fact that you do really feel angry or ungrateful or not happy with your situation. So it's not just about replacing those thoughts, although that's a good practice to try to get into, but you first have to really allow yourself to release the frustration or the sadness or anger or whatever energy you're feeling that you feel is weighing you down or is negative. When you become very conscious and aware of your thoughts, you're able to release those feelings as they come up, as long as you kind of accept that that's the feeling you're having right then and there, rather than just trying to deny it or just trying to only focus on happy thoughts. But yeah, that's kind of a message that came through and that may resonate with some of you, maybe not all of you. But yeah, being grateful, being thankful. I also feel like you're just going to feel super grateful for meeting this person and just so thankful for being able to connect with them finally. Your true love is just going to be this feeling of oh, thank God I finally met them. And lastly, imagine. Okay, these 3 cards, you guys, happy thoughts, thankful, and imagine. This is all guiding you towards manifestation. So if you're not already familiar with the law of attraction, really you have some opportunities here to start doing that. You're going to, and even right before you meet them, I feel like this is where you're going to be at. So you might as well start now with your law of attraction practices, your manifestations, because this is really what you are being guided to do now. Is imagine, what would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? So really going into the mind is what I'm seeing. And with the 7 of Swords, I feel like this is really one of the only kind of conflicting cards that is holding you back from welcoming this person into your life. So really you're being guided right now to really become aware of your thoughts, practice imagining what you would like to manifest into your life, and try to let go of some of the past things that have been holding you back. Try, if you are having a hard time making a decision for the future, rather than trying to figure out what to do next, think of the bigger picture. Just imagine being happy in whatever it is. Just imagine being happy, having everything that you want and feeling so abundant and full of love. Just imagine that first, and then maybe something else comes up in your mind, and then be grateful for that thought and that happy thought, because one happy thought leads to another and it continues to manifest and build and build. So again, maybe all you do at first is just imagine what it would feel like to be happy or to be at peace. That is very general, so it's easier to go to than trying to figure out every little detail as to what you're going to do next or what you want in life. So you may not really know what that is yet, so you kind of start with something really generic and big picture, and then you can kind of narrow down what exactly that would look like in further detail. All right, you guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. This was so much fun. I hope that you received some messages that resonated with you and that you needed to hear moving forward and meeting your true love. Finally, I wish the best for all of you guys. If you would like to join me for the extended reading, I'm going to just dive right in right after this reading into an extended reading all about your true love relationship, what it looks like, and even further detail. Let's see kind of where this is going and how this is all going to look. So if you're interested in that, you could certainly head on over there. The link is in the description box below. If not, please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you did enjoy this reading. I read all of your comments, and just kind of gaining feedback from you guys is really helpful and lets me know that you are enjoying my content or kind of what else you would like to see. And lastly, if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. I would appreciate that so much. And if you would like to be notified every time I post a new video, every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, you can hit the notification bell below. Okay guys, maybe I'll see you in the extended reading, but either way, I hope to see you back again here soon. But bye for now.